What's up, guys? Welcome to Talking Pigskin Week 7 edition. Last week I went 3-2 with my picks. As usual, I was correct about the New York Jets, which is where we will begin. As usual, I am at a point where I'm at a loss for words. I knew it was going to be bad. Don't get me wrong. I knew it was going to be terrible. I didn't expect a shutout by the Dolphins. It's humiliating in all levels. Joe Flacco looked like he forgot how to play football. Adam Gase clearly is over his head at this point. I don't know what else to say about this man. It's painful. I mean, I waste 3 hours of my Sundays every freaking weekend, along with all the Jet fans that there are. Well, however many there are left. Because you look at the ratings, these Jet ratings are at an all-time low. So I'm not sure if Christopher Johnson is getting reports from his PR department of how bad this team is doing. Merchandise sales are down. Ratings are down. No one's freaking tuning in to watch this bullshit. Excuse for my language. But it has to end some way, somehow. I don't know if it ends anytime soon, but sorry. It's brutal. And I continue to torture myself with this team every single weekend. And I will continue to do so, starting with Week 7 picks, where the Bills will come to MetLife Stadium to take on these Jets. They are 13-point underdogs this year, I believe, the Jets. The Bills should smack them around. They lost two straight. They got humiliated by the Titans a couple of weeks ago, and they lost to the Chiefs last week. They're going to come in with a heavy mindset with just absolutely put the Jets out of their misery. Josh Allen hasn't been playing decent. The defense has got to play better. They gave up so much points against the Titans. They got to turn it around. Sean McDermott will have them coaching correctly. On the Jets side, I mean, what do you want me to say? Yeah, Denzel Mims is supposed to be active. Who cares? Sam Darnold, Mekhi Becton, they're trying to play on Sunday, but at this point, it's such a hard place for us to be. 0-6, do we go gun for the number one pick, or do we salvage Sam Darnold's third year with the Jets? I don't know which way to look at, because the organization has no vision at this point. I'm not sure where we're going. At least give me a plan. At least freaking lie to the Jet base, the fan base. Just lie. Say something, anything, instead of putting this shit every freaking Sunday. Anyway, sorry I digress. Jets will lose badly. Bills win this big. Moving on to a battle of the undefeateds, where the Pittsburgh Steelers will take on the Tennessee Titans. This is going to be a fun matchup. Mike Vrabel, obviously, is Coach of the Year candidate already, has been coaching out of his mind. Same for Mike Tomlin. God knows he knows how to pick talent. With the departure of Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, Steelers haven't lost this step. It's insane how good that defense is. They basically embarrassed Baker Mayfield last week. Big Ben and that offense has been rolling. In comes the Titans, where to Ryan Tannehill, wow. See what happens when you're away from Adam Gase? Yeah, great. So Derrick Henry, of course, runs that offense, but Ryan Tannehill has been holding on his own ground as well. I think it's going to be a very good battle. But at the end, I think Pittsburgh, just because of experience, will have the edge in this game, and I'm picking the Steelers to win that game. Very close game, though. Moving on to the 4 o'clock game, where we have the Seattle Seahawks coming off the bye, undefeated, I might add, to take on the Arizona Cardinals, who are coming off a huge Monday night performance against the Cowboys. Kyler Murray only completed 9 passes, but those 9 passes are what was needed to take down the hapless Cowboys. So, good for the Cardinals. They're at 4-2. They definitely have taken the right step. The addition of DeAndre Hopkins has clearly made this team better. Andy Isabella, Christian Kirk, Larry Fitzgerald still are on that team. And, of course, the defense, even with the loss of Chandler Jones, Buda Baker, and the company, they are playing well. And then on the other side, you have the Hawks coming off the bye. Russell Wilson has been having an MVP season once again. This guy is unreal. Hawks defense hasn't been great. I'm not sure what the status is on Jamal Adams, but Hawks offense has been, putting up a bunch of points, and I think they'll continue to do so. I think this should be a great game, back and forth, but I'm going to take the Seahawks to win that game. Then we have the night game, where the Raiders, coming off the bye, will host the red-hot Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They dropped 38 on the Green Bay Packers, who were coming off their bye undefeated, and clearly ended that. Tom Brady has been playing decent. He hasn't been playing, Tom Brady's self, but he has been playing decent. Well, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, they're slowly getting back in full health, and they're going to be good to go. Gronk finally got his first touchdown. And not to mention Todd Bowles, what an amazing job he's doing with that defense. They just recently acquired Steve McClendon from the Jets. Happy for McClendon. Thank you for everything you've done for the Jets, but I'm so happy you actually get to be on a team that's contending this year. So I think the Bucks defense are one of the best in the league, and definitely going to Oakland. Well, look, I messed up. It's Las Vegas. It's got to get some time to get used to that. Vegas Raiders are fun to watch. So Derek Carr on that offense has been doing very good. John Gruden clearly knows what he's doing. Most of us were wrong back then when he traded away Mack and for all those draft picks. It's clearly working out. Jacobs has been a great find, and the defense has been playing well. I believe it's going to be a close game, but I think the Buccaneers will pull it off at the end. Last game we have is Monday Night Football, where LA Rams will host the Chicago Bears. Now, the Bears are 5-1, a quiet 5-1 team, just because no one is looking at their offense. Nick Foles has that team playing very well. That, of course, Bears, the first thing I think was defense. Khalil Mack and company are playing lights out. Chuck Pagano has his boys playing very well. But with the LA Rams, Jared Goff is so hot and cold. He has a great game, then he follows it up by a stinker. I'm not sure what to make of him anymore. Last week against decent Niners defense, who was missing Sherman and Armstead and Bosa, he didn't really torch them up, which was disappointing to watch. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, that entire offense got to wake up. Sean McVay's got to do a better job with that offense. Defensively, Aaron Donald is playing his mind out, and of course you have Jalen Ramsey, but the rest of the team's got to show up. I think this will be a fun game to watch. I think this will be a defensive game, but at the end, I think the Rams at home will edge out the victory. So there you have it. I have the Rams, the Buccaneers, the Seahawks, the Bills, and the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. Let me know what you guys think of these picks. Like, comment, subscribe at Talking Pigskin. I'll see you guys with Week 8 picks. Until then, good night.